Before and after.
So this is the after of these headlights.
Woo!
Wow.
Andre, is this your magic?
So let me show you what they look like before Andre got his hands on them.
Well, we have video of before.
They're just like yellow.
Well, but for the live visitors.
Oh yeah, for the ones in.
For those playing the home game.
Well, it's in here.
Ooh, look at that. Those look good.
Oh, here.
Now include
Wet sanding with
that's the after.
1500 and
This.
buffing the hell out of it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it used to look like.
Look at. That's fakakt.
That was Fakakt.
And
And now it's fabulous.
So how old is
It's 2006, so it's 17, 18
They
years
came
old.
out pretty good for being that old, but you know, looking at the vehicle, it was well taken care of. And this is just, I don't want to say this is, on most cars it's putting a Band-Aid on a bullet hole, because once your lenses start, you know, doing this on the outside, they're doing it all the way through the plastic. So basically what I'm doing, how I explain it to people that really don't get it, is think of it as exfoliating your skin or doing like a chemical peel. You're basically, you know, I wet sand this with 1500. Sometimes I might go to 1000 if it's really chunky. Usually I try not to. And then 1500 by hand, 2000, and then I buff it 2 or 3 stage. Kind of like what I do for paint, but you can be a little bit more aggressive with plastic than you can with paint. And this came out, I mean, it's nice and smooth.
And did
Then-
you take them off when you were
No,
doing
I did it right
Left it
now.
on?
Wax them or whatever when you're on.
I did go over them with a lighter thing with the only plastic stuff I had was McGuire's plastic polish. Usually I have other stuff, but this was all I had, and I haven't done these in a long time. I basically just, a lot of the cars I do are from the 80s and they're opaque, they're not clear, so I don't have to worry about getting that. Like I did the Ford Taurus, those are original headlights and they look almost new. So, but these came out really nice. There is still some, like this is interior, and there is a little bit of discoloration all in here, but like I said, that's going all the way through. So we're basically just, you know, fixing the top surface. Yeah, there's not much you can do. You know, the only thing that you can do, and this is kind of like a catch-22, is say someone wanted to spend the money and buy new headlight assemblies, whatever price, and then before we put them in, you can wet sand them with 1500 and then put 2 really good coats of clear on it, and then put it on there. Good clear coat can last you like 10 years, but so can take care of your headlights. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, if I was to, a lot of people say, oh, well, we can scuff them and then you clean them up and then you clear coat them. I go, that's not going to do anything. You're wasting clear because it's already damaged and it's just going to keep coming out. So this comes out really nice. You know, he'll put plexus or something on it to keep it going. And obviously, you know, this car's not going to be left outside and all this other crap. It'll be taken care of. So this is good enough. But a lot of things, if you're just driving around in your car and it's like, oh, who cares? You know, this is about all you're going to do. It's not worth doing the clear coat on it if it's already damaged. You know, and adding the clear coat when it's not damaged, you know, it'll last maybe 10 years like a decent clear coat should last with no maintenance. Because most people, when you wash your car, don't even think about doing anything to your headlights or your taillights or your fog lights or anything. They just whatever, you know. And
It's the same
BMWs
clear
of this
coat they
vintage,
use.
they use glass in here. So
It's the same clear coat you use on the paint.
yeah, actually,
Then you could use it on the clear like plastic.
yeah. I mean, I used the same thing to buff out a couple of these little spots. These are a little deeper, but it's the same. I use 2 different compounds. I use a compound and a finisher, and I do that on the paint. You can do it on this too.
So can you like sand it, get clear coat, can you like mask it off and just spray, get like an aerosol can, clear coat and spray on?
You can. I mean, you can.
Oh.
But, you know, something like this, once it's already damaged, it's not worth doing. Because it's already damaged.
But I mean, I'm talking,
Yeah, you need to
if you
do
were
it.
buy, like,
You know,
a new
if you
one,
did this car, you know, brand new, this thing has no miles on it, there's no nicks, there's no nothing, and we took it out, wet sanded with 1500, and then, you know, hosed 2 good layers of clear on it, then this wouldn't do this because the clear coat is a UV protectant. This stuff has most headlights have some form of UV on them. It's very, very thin, and it doesn't need to last as long as the car does because they want you to buy a new car. So, you know, you do this kind of stuff when you can't afford new headlights, you don't want to pay for new headlights, or you have an old car where you can't get the headlights, like a 90 Taurus, and go from there.
All right.